I've seen other creators preach that we need to stop going so hard after MAGA and people like those farmers, like the ones in Arkansas, and we need to bring them back. That's the only way we're going to create class consciousness to be able to do this whole thing. And to that, I say, forget that. I am not about that life right now because people like the farmers in Arkansas and anybody else who's been affected and say they regret their vote of Donald Trump or are upset that they're feeling the effects are only because they are now being affected. It is a selfish position that they find themselves in. They did not care and they have no remorse. They only are sad and feel sorry about the fact that they are feeling the consequences of their action. This is not some come to Jesus moment. This is not an about face. They're not realizing anything. There's no epiphany. And you know how I know that's the case? You know how I know 100% that is the case? Because the farmers did this last time. They did this last time. Trump put tariffs and they got slammed and they needed subsidies and they needed to be bailed out. It's the exact same thing. And guess what they did? They voted for him again in 2020 and they voted for him again in 2024. So fool me once, shame on you. I'm not going to fall into this trap where I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, come on in, guys. Because as soon as they get back on their feet, as soon as any of these maggots and any of these farmers, anybody else who voted for Donald Trump get back on their feet and way of life gets back to being stable, they're going to turn again on people of color, on the trans and gay community, and anybody else they see lesser than themselves. They are going to turn tail immediately and go back to their old ways. They were taught their lesson and they didn't learn it. It didn't sink in. So why should I be here after three times of Donald Trump running and me being on this app and thousands of other people saying things on social media over the years about how awful Donald Trump is and how he should never get your vote again. And we watched an insurrection. And now because your family farm might close, because you got detained by ICE, because you got fired from your job, because you're finding out that grocery prices aren't going down, I'm supposed to welcome you back into the fold? I don't think so. Maybe I'm in the minority. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, but I can't imagine that I am because it is too many times you've had chances to vote against Donald Trump and you've chosen that horse every single time. You made the bed, now lie in it.